Welcome back to the Junkyard News. Thanks for tuning in. In today's news story, we're going to be talking about the old saying, you may beat the rap, but you're not going to beat the ride, and how one Akron man found himself in some legal trouble even though he had not committed a crime, when in fact he was the victim of a crime.
This video was intended to inform and educate the public.
But in this case, the sheriff's department didn't care, even when they were shown proof of the man's innocence and how he was the victim. Spent 3 days in jail. His second half had to dig into a moving fund of $2,000 just to bail him out of jail, to get him out because he was being accused of a crime he did not commit. And she even tried to show the sheriff's department proof, vivid proof, that he was the victim, but they didn't care.
At 4:30 in the morning on January 21st, someone stole this couple's Kia Sorrento from their driveway on Wilmot Street. Their Ring camera video captured the suspect. In one video, you can see him in the driver's seat with a light on. Rubright says she showed deputies the Akron police report. She even sent me this GPS from her boyfriend's phone that night that proves he wasn't anywhere near Mansfield.
And that leads us to the fact that yes, although down the line you may beat the rap, you're not going to beat the ride. Now the phrase, you may beat the rap but you won't beat the ride, is often used in legal or law enforcement context to convey a warning or cautionary message. Beat the rap means successfully avoiding conviction or punishment for a crime, usually through legal maneuvers, lack of evidence, or other means. However, beat the ride does usually refer to avoiding the consequences or experiences that come with being involved in legal trouble, like stress, financial inconvenience, having your freedom taken away for an extended period of time, or the negative impact in general to one's own personal reputation as well as your life. And in simple terms, while someone might manage to avoid getting convicted or punished for wrongdoing, especially when he is innocent, they cannot avoid the negative consequences and negative experiences associated with being involved in legal trouble. The ride does represent the journey through the legal process, starting with being handcuffed, stuffed in the back of a squad car, and thrown into a cage, even if you are innocent. As well as the corresponding investigations, all the court appearances, and the overall stress of dealing with legal issues regardless of the outcome, even if you're innocent. Let's get to the news story. This story comes to us from Richland County, Ohio. And back in January, at around 4:30 in the morning, someone stole an Akron couple's Kia Sorrento from the driveway. Their Ring camera captured the suspect, and in one of the videos you can see him in the driver's seat with the light on. They woke up that morning to find their driveway covered in broken glass. Now Lorenzo stated to news agencies, when I woke up and I go to leave, my car, it ain't there.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude? Dude, where's my car?
I'm like, wow, what happened? Well, duh, your car got stolen. Now, the couple called Akron police. They also shared the videos of the stolen vehicle being stolen, video that they caught on their Ring app, on social media. And eventually, neighbors were able to help them track down their car. And it was found at around 9 p.m. It had a broken steering column. They took the ignition out of the vehicle. It was just thrown aside. They found a flathead screwdriver in the vehicle, and it was trashed. Broken windows, you name it. Now, unbeknownst to the couple, at about 7 p.m. that same night, a couple hours before the car was found, and reported found to Akron PD, Richland County Sheriff's Office responded to a theft at a gas station in Mansfield, which is about an hour away from Akron. The clerk told deputies that 2 people had come in and stole several vapes from the store and took off. Oh man, I need my vape fix, man. Gotta have my vape. According to the report, the clerk was able to snap a photo of the vehicle as it left, including the license plate. And unfortunately for Lorenzo, it was his vehicle involved in this petty theft. So one day Lorenzo is driving, going about his day, and he gets pulled over. And the sheriff's department says, hey, you got a warrant. And he's like, I don't have a warrant. I've never been in trouble before. What are you talking about?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
The cops told him, well, in fact, you do have a warrant, and it's for petty theft, and we're going to take you into custody. Now, Lorenzo ended up spending 3 days locked up in jail for a crime he didn't commit. And he claims that it hurt me a lot because I'm currently in the process of moving, and all the money I have is tied up in that expense. And he came very close to losing his job over this. The couple literally had to dip into their moving fund just to get Lorenzo out of jail so he didn't have to stay behind bars, locked in a cage for something he didn't do. And he had proof that he didn't do it. His significant other also showed the sheriff's department, look, you gotta drop this. Here's the evidence. Here's the police report from Akron showing our car was stolen. Here's his phone record showing that he was nowhere near that area when this crime was committed. And they were like, we don't care. Tell it to the judge. Now this innocent man has to wait to June with this over his head because no one wants to drop the charges against him. Meanwhile, they're holding on to his $2,000. And if he even gets a traffic ticket, they could revoke his bond and put him back in jail. Because remember, when you're on bond, you can't violate any laws. Not a one. Or else bad things may happen. So this is all hanging over his head. No one wants to drop the charges. And they're going to make him go through the legal process. Never mind the stress. Never mind the financial burden. Never mind that you locked this man up for 3 days when they had proof that there's no way he could possibly have done this. Come on. You think the man is going to leave his house, sneak out where ring camera video won't capture him leaving, get all dressed up to where you can't recognize him, walk around the block, smash his own car window, crack open his own ignition, steal his own car, go pick up a buddy, go for a joyride an hour away just to steal some vapes, and then drive all the way back to Akron, dump the car, walk home, and sneak back in his own home. Really? Now remember, these stories, these happen every day. And it can happen to you. So here's the news video clip about this incident. Be careful. Be careful, everybody. Or else again, it may be you we're talking about in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell for notifications. That way you can be one of the first to see a new video that I put out. Until next time, stay safe, everyone.
A couple whose Kia was stolen out of their driveway, and now one of them was arrested for a crime committed while the car was stolen.
This Akron couple is furious. Lorenzo Phairr got out of the Richland County jail 2 days ago, and that cost $2,000. He says even though they showed police proof that his car had been stolen, They have not dropped the charges against him.
They said that I committed a crime, and I'm like, what crime?
At 4:30 in the morning on January 21st, someone stole this couple's Kia Sorrento from their driveway on Wilmot Street. Their Ring camera video captured the suspect. In one video, you can see him in the driver's seat with a light on.
When I go to leave, my car ain't there. I'm like, wow, what happened?
Lorenzo Phairr and his girlfriend, Lorraine Rubright, called Akron police. They also shared the videos on the Ring app. Neighbors helped them track down their car. It was found around 9 that night in a lot on Champlain Street, right around the block from their home.
It had a broken steering column. They took the ignition out and sat it on the floor, and the window was broken.
At around 7 that night, the Richland County Sheriff's Office responded to a theft at a gas station in Mansfield. The clerk told deputies 2 people stole several vapes and took off.
I don't understand, why I'm held responsible. I'm the victim. My car was stolen.
According to the report, the clerk took a picture of the suspect's car and license plate.
I didn't do it.
More than 3 months later, the sheriff's office arrested Lorenzo Phairr for petty theft.
I got pulled over. They told me I had a warrant for my arrest. And I'm like, I don't have a warrant for my arrest.
He spent 3 days locked up.
It hurt me a lot because I'm currently in the process of moving. I almost lost my job.
Rubright says she showed deputies the Akron police report. She even sent me this GPS from her boyfriend's phone that night that proves he wasn't anywhere near Mansfield.
We actually went into our money for moving just to talk a bond amount because I don't feel like somebody should sit in jail that didn't commit a crime.
Akron police tell me they haven't arrested anyone for stealing the couple's car. I also reached out to the Richland County Sheriff to try to get some more details about this case, but he hasn't called me back. Phairr is due back in court in June.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at The Junkyard News.